Some great memories and beautiful smiles. Thank you. So, here we are. On behalf of the faculty, we welcome you to the 2020 Virginia Western Community College, Virginia Western Lord Fairfax Community College Joint Venture Dental Hygiene Zoom pinning ceremony. While we are most grateful for technology, we miss seeing you collectively on this stage, meeting your families and sharing a congratulatory hug. We are pleased to recognize the 9th class of graduates from the Lord Fairfax site and to celebrate the success of all graduates. This special ceremony marks the end of the formal education phase in the lives of these new professionals and the beginning of the next phase in the adventure of these graduates. Today, they close the door on their professional entry-level education and open the door to their new positions as registered dental hygienists. We applaud their historical accomplishments through an unprecedented time. These graduates persevered and came out shining. They have taught us what works and what we can do better when managing education through a pandemic. They have a perspective that has not been experienced in over 100 years. Each graduate takes with them the special knowledge and skills required to practice the art and science of dental hygiene. The bonds of special friendships formed during the past 2 years and memories of clinical and classroom requirements, which many of the graduates did not believe they would ever be able to accomplish, particularly by the deadline. These are the students who triumphed over adversity in many forms, who shoulder the responsibilities of work, home, and school, and managed it all, who came as strangers and leave as friends, who learned they were smart and talented despite their prior self-image, who struggled in pre-clinic and triumphed in clinic, who gave up income temporarily to improve their future permanently, who drove miles every day for an education, who cared for others when they needed to care for themselves. These are graduates that took risks required to succeed. There are many individuals who have worked cooperatively to make the last 2 years a reality. A special thanks for their collaboration this spring as we transition to online learning and manage the admissions process for the incoming class. The names of these individuals are listed in your program. I would also like to recognize the media geeks here with us today, and most every day. Joe Bear and his classroom and online technical support absolutely keeps us afloat. Thank you, Joe. This is a special day of achievement for these graduates. I would like to share with you some of the accomplishments of this class. More than 600 individuals received their preventive oral health care at one of our dental hygiene clinics. That includes oral and periodontal exams, radiographs, education about home care, scaling, providing dental sealants, and many other aspects of care. While many of you have received this same care, primarily these student dental hygienists provided services to the underserved population of those who have no dental access at all. In addition to the clinical experience gained, these graduates have given back to the community in so many ways. They performed over 350 hours of community service at food banks, shelters, free clinics, and other nonprofit agencies. While the pandemic prevented them from implementing their community health program plans, they were not idle. They found creative ways to complete their community service in the spring. They made face coverings for essential community workers, greeting cards for residents of local nursing homes under quarantine, and delivered oral health lessons via Zoom to local school children. While these are great accomplishments, they were mostly assignments. Seriously though, as a whole, this class actively participated through community service and have positioned themselves to make an impact. Lastly, I would like to address a few comments to the graduates. Our hope is that as graduates, you will take the knowledge about preventive health care and continue to invest it for the betterment of all individuals. Look at these examples of professionalism. Look what you have accomplished and how you have given back your investment to the community. It is our hope and wish that you will continue to do so. The dental hygiene program that you have completed is designed to produce dental hygienists who are both well-rounded and technically skilled. As graduates, you not only hold the hopes and dreams of your family and friends as you move forward into a successful life, but also the hopes and dreams of the dental hygiene profession itself. We have a grand vision that you have the right blend of skills and knowledge to make a positive impact on the profession going forward, and will help to make the positive changes in society that we expect from you. We hope that we have also taught you to think critically and with curiosity, always searching for opportunities for positive change. We hope that we have taught you that everyone in the crowd has a valuable contribution to make towards collective wisdom. Remember these accomplishments as you begin your life as professional, and use these examples of giving and service in your upcoming career. I would now like to invite Colleen McGowan to present the pins to the graduates at the Virginia Western site.
Thank you, Mrs. Derbyshire. Good afternoon. It's so good to see you all. I will be announcing the names for the students from the Virginia Western site, and Dawn Southerly, the site coordinator from Lord Fairfax Community College, will be announcing the names for the Lord Fairfax graduates. As I call your name, we ask that you introduce the person who will be pinning you. These cameras are voice activated, and we want to make sure that the camera is focused on you as you receive your pins. Okay, all right, here we go. Jacqueline Renee Bridgman.
Casey Regency.
Sydney Elizabeth Clark.
My parents.
Macy Peyton Heath. I guess Macy may not be here with us today. Congratulations. Jacqueline Divine Knoop.
My boyfriend, Jake.
Chelsea May Lovato.
my husband, Edward Lovato.
Laura Marie Montemoro. I believe Laura isn't able to be with us today. Congratulations, Laura. Madison Rachel Poole. Madison is not able to be with us. Congratulations. Kelly Bailey Richards.
Janice Palmer will be pinning me today.
Casey Anne Marie Roginski.
Jack will be pinning me today. Just push it in there. There we go. Okay.
Rebecca April Todd.
My mother, Molly, will be pinning me.
Andrea Renee Van Kerkhove.
My dad, Robert, will be pinning me.
Rachel Mead Ward.
My mom will be pinning me.
Mallory Nicole Wyatt.
I'm by myself, so I have to pin myself, unfortunately.
We're with you in spirit. Okay, let's have a nice round of applause, well-deserved for the Virginia Western graduates. Okay, thank you. All right, and now Ms. Southerly is going to announce the names for the Lord Fairfax students.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We have first Kayla Jean Babbitt.
My mom, Wendy Baddock's going to be pinning me.
Pamela Brooke Boyer.
Can you hear me? Okay. I have my mom, Tammy Boyer, pinning me.
Kendall Kathleen Butterworth. Megan Kelly Cobb.
My roommate Tori's going to be pinning me. It's okay.
Yeah, it's 934.
Thanks, Boo.
Mary Grace Doyle.
My mom's gonna pin me.
Whoa, congrats, class!
Kirsten J. Estep.
My husband Brent is pinning me.
Madeline Elizabeth Frazier. Madeline could not be here today, so congratulations to her. Michelle L. Grass.
My daughter, Berkeley Grass. Which shouldn't stab me. Good job.
Okay. Next, we have Heidi M. Gutberley, and I believe that she's in a car, so let's hope this works.
Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay, my friend Morgan is gonna pin me.
Good job. Anna Nicole Kelleher could not be here, so congratulations to her. Ryan Christine Mathis.
My friend and coworker Andrea is gonna pin me.
Courtney Monger.
All right, Heidi's gonna pin me.
Louis Granville Petropoulos.
Thank you so much. Tell everybody they can come in and join me when we started.
You can't see Louis, but he's here with us.
Yeah, I'm working, but I don't have the pen with me.
Congratulations, Louis.
Thank you.
Morgan Lee Probst.
Did you unmute it? Courtney's gonna pin me. Oh, I'm sorry, I scratched it.
And lastly, Casey Sheetenhelm. She could not be with us today. At this point, before I turn over the microphone, I've got to say congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. Yay. Great, great, great. Okay, at this time, I'd like to invite Pamela Boyer to speak on behalf of the Lord Fairfax Community College site.
Hi, everyone. I'm trying to hold back tears right now, so bear with me. So I want to start by thanking everyone for coming to celebrate our achievements despite the unprecedented time that we have endured the past few months. On behalf of the dental hygiene class of 2020, we want to start with a special thanks to Joe Bear, the administration, faculty, and staff for offering to coordinate a special pinning ceremony for us. Next, we would like to not only thank our clinical instructors, but our didactic instructors for teaching us everything we need to know to become remarkable dental hygienists. Through the countless meltdowns, the tenacious calculus, and the achievements, you have been there every step of the way. We would not have been here today without your unconditional love and constructive criticism. To our family and friends, we will soon have time for you again. I can recall the countless times where I would have to say no to plans or going to visit family. I can vouch for myself that my family has received the short end of the stick for the past 2 years, whether it was not having time for them, biting their head off because I had 3 exams in 1 week, or a meltdown because my class 4 canceled for the 3rd time. We thank you for loving us, supporting us, and pushing us when we did not see the light at the end of the tunnel. In addition, we want to thank you for always being our most reliable patients and sitting in our dental chair for hours at a time. This was probably the most time you spent with us over the past 2 years, and we will forever be grateful for you. To my peers, can you think back to the day we were sitting in orientation and those horrible pictures that they posted of us? Sitting in orientation, looking at a room full of strangers, not realizing that the next 2 years we would become a family. I want to thank you for your all own individual personalities. We have not only grown individually, but together as a class and family. We have worked together through all of our competencies, patience, clinical rotations, volunteering, and exams. I can remember Miss Gill in radiology saying, "You will be surprised how much you will learn and be capable of." And in 2 years' time, we have transformed into not only dental hygienists, but dental health care professionals. We now know that we aren't just women and men who have clean teeth. We are preventative oral health professionals who have graduated from a competitive accredited dental hygiene program, who are licensed or soon to be licensed in dental hygiene to provide educational, clinical, administrative, and therapeutic services, supporting total health through the promotion of optimal oral health. Can you believe it? Over the last 2 years, I cannot count the times that I thought I would never make it to this day. The day to say I did it, that we did it. It has truly been an honor to have been able to work alongside each and every one of you near and far, and to have the opportunity to represent this group of amazing dental hygienists. I could not have done it without each of you. You will forever hold a special place in my heart. Wherever life takes you, always remember you will have dental hygiene sisters and a brother who are only a phone call away. I want to leave you with a quote by a famous author, J.K. Rowling. "We do not need magic to change the world. We carry the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better." I love you all and thank you.
Thank you, Pamela. And now we'll hear from Laura at the Virginia Western site.
Hi, ladies. Hi, ladies.
Laura had to work today, so Laura sent the speech, so I guess I'll read it to y'all. Wow, we did it. I remember the first day of class 2 years ago. We didn't know each other at all. We sat in our first, not working. Can you hear me?
Do it. Hang on. Laura sent a video, and so Joe is getting that queued up here.
Hi, ladies. I'm so sorry I can't be there today to celebrate with you guys. I miss you so much. So have fun, enjoy it. We've earned it. And here goes the speech. We did it. I remember the first day of class about 2 years ago. We all walked into Mrs. D's oral anatomy lecture. We didn't know each other yet. And then we all walked out of there with our brains probably all over the wall. And that was just the first 2 hours of dental hygiene school. And we had 2 years left. And then many quizzes and tests and projects and presentations and papers and preclinics and clinic and calling patients and then calling them again and then calling them again and assessments and hours and hours and hours of studying later. We made it. We did it. We're done. Did we make it in the most traditional way? No. Are we the most traditional class? I don't think so. We think outside of the box. We're all or nothing. We don't leave anyone behind. We are the class of 2020. Resilient. That's one word I'd use to describe our class. And not to compare us to our worst calculus nightmare, but we're tenacious. We've poured our blood, sweat, and tears into this program. We have all experienced life during this, whether it was accidents or injuries or family illness or deaths or engagements and weddings. The list goes on and on. And if you take anything away from this, is remember how strong you are. Look how far we've come. I mean, remember when you didn't know which one was the sickle scalar, let alone how to use it? Now we know how to use just about any scalar, and we can get every line angle with it, including the distal line angle. Remember when the thought of an FMX made you want to cringe? Oh wait, never mind. That still makes us cringe. Never mind. Gotta love those constricted palates too. Okay, remember when you didn't know what FMX stood for? Now you'll always be able to take an x-ray. No patient will ever be harder than the shut his mouth quick, grab the rubber band, loop it around 4 times, and then run out of the room, take the x-ray, and run back in before the rubber band snaps Dexter. So hard. Remember when it took a whole appointment to do an OE? We were like stretching their lips to no end to find those 4 dice granules? Yeah. Or remember when you were like, what's Nuncio verdict again? You start messaging Mrs. Harris or Mrs. Bryant to come over and show you their cool tricks. We may not be walking across the stage together like we had hoped and planned for the past 2 years, but we are still doing this together. We finished together. I know I can say I personally lived through the toughest time in my life during this program, and I don't think I'm the only one who can say that. What I can say, though, is I am so incredibly thankful to have had you guys by my side during all of this. We've all had our struggles, we've all had our lows, but we are resilient. We are tenacious, and we've fought back. We graduated during a pandemic. Let me say that a little differently. We have finished one of the, if not the hardest programs / 2 years of our lives in spite of a pandemic. So when we get our licenses, because I promise you we're gonna get them, and when we start working as dental hygienists, remember everything you've accomplished and everything you've done during these 2 years. You've overcome so much. Don't forget it, because dental hygiene is not for the faint of heart. We all know that. It is not for the faint of heart. Any patient would be lucky to have you guys caring for them. Any office would be privileged to have one of you working there. And how do I know? Well, because I am so thankful and privileged and lucky to have known each and every one of you and spent the past 2 years with you guys. This is the best group of ladies, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do without Casey's hilarious huddle stories, or Macy's next door conversations with her patients, or hearing Andy laugh from across the clinic, or Sydney's not so average patients. You have all impacted me in positive, different ways. And I moved to Roanoke knowing absolutely no one, and I'm leaving with 12 new friends. So here's to the class of 2020. We did it. Just remember, it's technically called a sample bag. And it's technically called that because no one actually calls it that. And yes, you should always use your dominant hand. Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you, Laura. Colleen McGowan and Dawn Southerly will now present awards for their respective sites. And I think we'll begin here, there. Okay, all right, sounds good.
Thank you. I think we'll announce each award and then the recipients at both sites for that particular award. So the first award is given by the Virginia Dental Hygienist Association and is based on a student's scholastic ability, clinic proficiency, and professional contributions. The award entitles the student to a one-year membership in the American Dental Hygienist Association and a certificate of award. This year's recipient of the VDHA award from the Virginia Western site is Laura Montemoro.
Okay, this year's recipient from the Lord Fairfax site is Pamela Brooke Boyer.
The next award is the Golden Scaler. This annual award is provided by Hugh Freedy and is based on the student's clinical achievements. This year's recipient of the Golden Scaler from the Virginia Western site is Sydney Clark.
This year's recipient of the Golden Scaler from the Lord Fairfax site is Mary Grace Doyle.
The next award is the Colgate Star. STAR stands for Student Total Achievement Recognition. This award is given by Colgate to the student who demonstrates dedication to the profession, compassion in patient care, and enthusiasm for community service. This year's recipient from the Virginia Western site is Rebecca Todd.
This year's recipient of the Star Award from the Lord Fairfax site is Megan Kelly Cobb.
The next award is the Alice B. Williams Award. This award is given to the student who demonstrates excellence in patient education. This year's recipient from the Virginia Western site is Macy Heath.
The recipient this year from Lord Fairfax is Kirsten J. Estep.
The last award is the Sigma Phi Alpha Honor Society Award. Sigma Phi Alpha National Dental Hygiene Honor Society was established to recognize and honor excellence in scholarship, service, and character among graduating dental hygiene students. This award is presented to a graduating dental hygiene student in recognition of outstanding scholarship, moral character, and the potential for future growth and attainment. This year's recipient from the Virginia Western site is Madison Poole.
The recipient of this award from Lord Fairfax is Louis Granville Petropoulos.
Congratulations to you all. I believe Ms. Derbyshire has some closing remarks.
Congratulations on your awards. So, during our circumstances of the spring of 2020, I was reminded of the words of UVA basketball coach Tony Bennett after winning the 2019 NCAA basketball championship. Having lost in the first round of the 2018 NCAA tournament, these were his words: "If you use it right, meaning adversity, it will buy you a ticket to a place you could not have gone any other way." Each of you has done just that. May you forever remember that strength in the face of adversity. And so in closing, I leave you with a quote from Maya Angelou. "I have learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Go forward. Best to each and every one of you. Don't be strangers. Come back and visit. And congratulations to each and every one of you. this closes our pinning ceremony for the class of 2020.
Good job, everybody.
Thank you. Congrats, everyone.
Thank you.
everyone.
Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you to all the instructors.
Congratulations.
Whoa.
Okay, bye, everyone.